this weekend was potty training weekend, and man, was it a! I don't know if you remember potty training, but
oh yeah, cleaning up poop on the floor. Yeah,
it's gross.
Like the walk around naked thing.
Yep.
Yep.
We did the first day walk around naked, and then by the end of the day, Jessica was so like, "I'm so tired of his butthole on everything." She's like, "I don't want to see a tiny butthole on our pillows, on our couch." She's like, "Get his butthole covered." So like the next day we put on the
Gigi Allen.
Hey everybody, it's Doug from DKE Toys, and welcome to DKE Toys TV with our co-hosts Janky and Scott Cherry, and our semi-regular co-host George Gaspar from Double G Toys.
What up, everybody?
I thought he was from the Civil War.
Wow, were you saving
Just
that
got back.
comment? Like, did you like see him the first time you got on the Zoom, and then you were just waiting?
No, it was the other day. We talked via Zoom the other day. I came up with there, but I didn't have a place to.
I see.
He waited to fit in the joke.
You waited. That's amazing.
I put it in the barrel. I put it back in the barrel.
He was going back and forth between Steampunk Civil War. Which one's funnier, Steampunk Civil War?
I workshopped it for a few hours.
I guess Civil War works better because there's a lot of people still don't know what steampunk is.
Yeah.
What's that? Like, you have to be into, like, I don't know.
All you got to be into is jaunty stashes to get George's look here.
Indeed.
It's impressive. It's impressive.
Yeah.
I love it.
George, can you just tell people who you are for those people who are tuning in for the first time and like, who is that dude?
Go back to episode 3 or 4 whenever I was on last and just watch that instead.
Yeah.
Boom! Okay, moving on.
Double G Toys on Instagram. I don't know what I do these days.
Wow. All right. So today is the SDCC preview. We are sharing our booth with Creature Bazaar this year, and our presence at the actual live show is going to be minimal, to say the least. So I'm going to recommend that if you see something on this show that you want, that when they go on sale this coming Friday, July 14th at noon Pacific, that you go and buy the stuff online. We don't know what will be at the live show. We will have a semi-minor presence moving forward at the live show. I'll be there walking around, but really our sales are here online. That's where our fans are, and I think that's where it's going to be. So
wait, are you doing like live episodes, or how are you doing that if you're walking around? Or you're just putting stuff up for sale?
He's just going to buy things. He's not.
what are you
So you're not doing like, don't you guys usually do like 24 hours live, like all those like 4 days in a row, or is that's over?
That's done.
Oh jeez.
That's
why we stopped doing that in order to do a weekly show like this, or a bi-weekly show.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Is it bi-weekly or bi-monthly?
It's weekly-ish. I mean,
whatever you want it to be.
I'm not talking about the show. I'm talking about the word, like bi-weekly. Does that mean every other week or twice a week?
Both.
That could be both.
It means both.
It can be both.
So bi-monthly means every other month or twice a month?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
That was really confusing when
It's
I was
really
a kid.
stupid. That's the English language for you.
It's like English language. Come on, get it together.
you're blowing it.
Yeah.
What we do have now, if you're watching the show before July 14th, is we have a MFT metric fuck ton of other toys that we have reacquired from collectors. And as we acquire mainstream collections, we usually pull out the cool 3 3/4 inch stuff and post that also, because that's sort of where our crowd is. So that stuff is available now. It's generally not one of a kind in the world, but we only have one. There's several hundred items. If you see an item on, if you watched last week's episode, we went through a good bulk of them. We got another collection since that
Whoa.
show.
All the stuff from last week, that's all gone.
It's not all gone, but most of it will be gone. And then on top of that, all of the one-off pieces that we owned, that we would, because we always do this sort of before every show, we post all of the stuff that, we'll just start a box, right? And if we get, I don't know, sometimes we get a return or an insurance claim or something, we buy a collection back, whatever the reason is, we get something. In one case, there was a collection from a guy who was sitting on the shelf. He lives overseas and he put a down payment, just COVID messed him up and whatever. So like we posted like dozens of sold out pieces. Like it was pretty amazing. And so we're getting a lot of buzz and excitement. And I think a lot of our sales are going to be focused around all this cool stuff that we've reposted. But what we did is anything that was posted before the last show and before, we went and lowered the price on anything that was sitting.
What?
So yeah, so it's like if it was like $55 and it was a one-of-a-kind figure that we posted before the last show, I guess it would be back in February, we just dropped the price $10.
Damn.
If it was like 125, it went down to 100. So if you're into like, the best thing to do when you go to DKEtoys.com and click on the store link is to sort the store by newest. And that's so right now, if you sort the store by newest, you'll see the most recent stuff we've posted. But if you have time and you start scrolling through all the way to the end, you will find some treasures, and some of those prices have just gone.
Can I make a note about this? What you're talking about? Because I was on the store today because I was catching up on the some episodes. Every time I watch you guys show, I fucking hate you because I spend money. I'm keeping a list in my phone of every episode what I bought because of you guys, and it's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, try making the shows like.
But I was on, I was searching through your store and like I'm watching, and you held up some. I think you were looking at the McDonald's figures, and I wanted to take a look at those. So I was like, oh, and your search feature is great on your site, like on your store, because if you just type in keywords, it brings up a lot of stuff. Like you guys have it, you guys are really, whoever's running the store is doing a really good job at putting in the keywords and putting up search stuff, and it's a really easy store to use. And like you said, sorting it from newest like helped. Like I did all that, so you guys are really putting the store together nicely.
We're trying, but that is like 90% Ian. So
yay for Ian! Yay! We
Right
can't
now,
really
Luke
call
is
him the
gonna-
beard when George is here, but
Yeah.
Right
Beard
now,
fight.
insert. Oh, no.
He's got the middle I'm missing though. Our kisses would be epic.
Wow. Oh, shit. Anyway, thank you. Most of that is Ian, and putting keywords in there is it's time consuming, but worth it at times. So we try to accommodate.
I even was looking up when you were holding up all those like 3 3/4 like random, like there's 6 of these from this thing and there's 14 misfit guys. So I just typed in the word lot and it brought up all the different lots. Like it was, your store is really well put together. It was very helpful to search.
You're welcome. My evil plan is working.
And it sucks because then it makes me spend money and buy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what Janky does with that. Okay.
I'll put it in my
So
pocket. Save it for
I'll
later.
just show some fun things. This I think is a highlight. Gordon the Pussy Eater from the Caterpillar.
Pretty great.
Nice one that's on there.
Of course.
This is the very first Boba McFly from Tops Toys in Thailand. This one's been sold out for a long time. This is magnetic articulated, even with the skateboard. There's only 25 pieces, and this one spawned the whole. He ended up doing it in another like 5 colors, of which I think the white one is the very last one is still on the site in a few pieces. There's fun stuff, just like $20 Boba Fett figures. Bunch of that stuff. We got a ton of Super Secret Fun Club stuff.
So many good Super Secret Fun Club.
There are just so many pieces. Again, if you don't see them on the store, don't email me. They've sold out, and we do remove the sold out stuff from the store when it comes to one-of-a-kind pieces, because it just clutters the store. And when you have hundreds of pieces like that, we just need to get them going. So there we go. Let's get started. The first piece we have here is called Grand Sultan Voodoo by King Spider Toys.
Can you say that again?
Grand Sultan. It's, man, I guess I asked him for the what's it called? The phonetic
phonetics.
spelling of the rest of it, but it's VUDER, and the U has the two little dots. What do you?
Voodoo.
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 There you go.
Yeah.
See, can
That's
you
what
see it?
2 years of German in high school will get you.
There you go. Voodoo.
That's cool.
Edition of 20. It's $80, and it's from a. Let's see, you have to. It says C Ra Alpha D is the name, roughly translates to the space struggle or space clash in Arabic. It's based on, he says, what I thought the Arabic sci-fi type 80s movie series might have been called. The series is sci-fi take very loosely on the struggles of the Arabs against the Turkish Ottoman Empire. And I truly hope that he finishes this series.
Wow,
They
that's really
are-
cool.
That's pretty wild, man.
Yeah, that
mean,
looks
you
neat.
know me, and like wanting, I mean, first of all, like the card art, and
Yeah. I was gonna ask, do you know where the art came from?
I'm not going to speculate.
AI.
He's a
Um,
frequent watcher, so hey, in the comments, tell us where that art came from, because that is badass.
I don't know about the rest of you, but even if they're one of a kinds, I want the rest of the set because
That's great.
Now, in addition, with every one you buy, he got a little pack of cards,
Oh man.
Damn.
and
Oh
I mean, I'll just show you the.
wow.
Just so,
Very
so
cool.
good.
That's awesome.
Oh, neat.
I mean, you're just like really going for this saga here.
Wow.
Wow, look at that.
That's rad. These are
That's
cool.
so cool.
Yeah.
Look, the
Oh,
sticker
the
design.
sticker.
Yeah, it's
Luke
fantastic.
Sakib.
Damn. All right, I'm all in on this. This is
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
That
real
is
nice.
neat.
What's the price point on this one?
they're $80.
80.
That's not bad.
Oh, sorry, I'm showing it wrong. That one, and
Wow.
then the back of them, of all of them, look like that.
That's really cool.
Wow.
And so every figure comes with the same set of cards: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you get a full page's worth of cards. Pretty brilliant.
home
Wow.
run, man. Good start.
Then we have the Forlorn Ghost Knight by Luke Chueh. This, as you know, is the third in the series.
Can you gotta
Sorry.
put the figure up real close so you can see that texture because it's real cool looking.
Yeah.
So it's a clear figure, and then it was dusted with some white spray paint to give it that look of, I would say the later, the original figure. There you go. See, I was going to pull out mine.
Everybody
Everyone's
pull
got-
out your
That's
Kind
a
of a
cards.
that's the
versus.
theme of the show is pull out yours. So the later versions, when they re-released that figure, because you know how Kenner Hasbro was back in the day, it's like if they released it once and they already paid for it, like let's take it and re-release it in a 3-pack, and then we'll sort of like dust it with some, a little paint to let it pop. And
As opposed to now when they don't re-release everything.
yeah, right. So
Let's
that's
just do a
kind
low
of-
run and we'll keep it special.
Just put a
So
sticker on the card that says retro. It'll be fine.
Edition of 50, they're $100. This is the last in the series. And
Very
I
cool.
believe there are a few left of the first one. So if you are not, if you haven't got any, you can get the complete set still, but not for long. So
Yeah, those are great. Did Bondi sculpted those? Is that right?
yes,
Yes. Killer job.
yeah, sculpt is just, and they both work in a studio together. So they like
Oh,
see
nice.
each other every day. So it works out really well. We have a piece here called The Kid by Feond,
Oh, I love him.
and card art.
He's a
just-
real unique voice.
That's that's what I
You
love.
can always tell
Right. From across the room, you can
his
spell his
toys
work.
from other people. Yeah, he has a distinctive voice and always does
And-
like really cool, weird stuff.
And that's got that old tagline from a movie on the bottom too, right? Who will survive and what will be left?
Oh,
Yes. Who will be left of them? Yep.
that's awesome.
It's a
And
Rob
this
Zombie
is
lyric.
and this is an actual silk screen. So that comes
Oh,
in the-
cool.
cool.
Making good use of that DKE clamshell blister.
Yeah. It's just
What do you guys like better, the clamshell or the regular?
Depends on the piece.
I think it depends on the piece. I think there's some pieces.
That's not a good answer.
For my pieces, I'll always use the regular because I don't want you to see
That's the
how
answer.
fast I do with the figure.
Right.
I want to glue it to the card and keep it there forever.
No, there are some people who really put a lot like this figure, this piece here is not necessarily about this figure, it's about the whole thing. And so the amount of work that it would take him to silkscreen this on a thicker cardboard and then glue it to the, I don't know, it just that, oh, is this magnetic articulated? Hold on.
Was it
Hold
stuck to the
on.
card?
I have my answer to the clamshell
Holy
is
shit. Look at
Sculpted.
that.
Whoa!
So man,
Magnetically attached.
so there's a magnet
Oh.
embedded in there, and then you got this guy, and then boom.
Wow.
So good. All right, so I mean, you have a beautiful screen print right here that's like worth framing on its own. Look at that moire pattern it makes. on
So
that.
good.
And it's signed and numbered. It's edition of 10. Boom. So for this, I think it's perfect for a clamshell. I think anytime someone makes an articulated figure, make something that's too delicate that will, you know, bounce around in a package, I think clamshell is great. Some things don't work with a clamshell and are not right for it. So, you know,
You know what I do? I template my packaging
Mhm.
and I can say, look, I'll glue it down or I'll put it into the clamshell so you can open it. Buyer's choice.
Mm. So, but a lot
And
of
I'll tell you
your-
what, everyone goes for the clamshell. Everyone wants to open
See, I don't give people choices. Fuck you. It's glued together.
I just started doing that.
I mean, this was edition of 10 and they're $50.
Killer.
Let's see, and then Buzzard Guts has, I don't know, is this the fifth in the line?
Dane!
Sixth?
Dane, where you been?
Let's see, he did Dark Invader, I81B4U, OU812, Space Yeti. Is this the fifth one? Well, there you go, Bounty Hunter.
Oh man, that's
Oh,
cool.
that's fun.
Oh yeah, I've seen him making these.
And
That's
as
awesome.
far as figures go, like, I mean, the Dark Invader was great. I mean, I like them all, but I think just forget the theme, the figure itself, the cast, the paint job on this one is fantastic.
It's
And
awesome.
Neil, who Last Boss Comics, did the art,
Okay, cool.
and I don't know.
Man, I remember when he was talking about doing those. He's like, "I'm gonna do the whole thing." I was like, oh my god, it's gonna take forever.
Yeah, I mean,
Like 5 years ago.
If anyone can pull it off, it's Dane. Like
the thing about, like, for us, okay, so I would say that I love sets of things, and I love especially when someone has thought out their set and you have 5, 6, 10 pieces that look good next to each other on a shelf. Now that's hard to do. That means you're like getting the card art. I mean, because that goes back to, like, you know, it goes back to a line of toys, like, you know, whoever designs the 100 of these that come out, right? It's like everything's to scale. The art is all the same. It all sort of fits. Do you know what I mean? There's some like cohesiveness to the line. And at this stage of the game, for most artists, that's hard to do. I was even like, I would always tell, like, you know, Frank Kozik and all these other artists back when they were making art toys that they were just making all this stuff, and it was all different scales. Like, it didn't look good together on the shelf. Even the busts that we released with Frank, like, they're all different scales. Like Ho Chi Minh was like, had a little small head, and, like, you know, some are like Reagan is almost life size, like 75%, and others are like half scale. You know, it's like, whatever. So, what was there? Something else that was, oh, these Ron English pieces. I mean, look at them. They're all like to scale, and then you get to the bunny, and the bunny should be as thick as these guys, but like 4 inches taller. But because obviously they want to keep the price the same and the cohesiveness, like the bunny's thin. And I'm going to show you because it makes me mad.
Ron,
You know who's
what were
really
you
good
thinking?
at creating worlds like that is Alex Pardee. Like
Yeah.
he can do a series and just riff on it and just keep it going. And he
Yeah.
did like look at Bunny With and like all those like the monsters that he does and like he just the can demons. Like he's really good at making a cohesive series like that.
I really hope they do the rest of the. I mean, they're doing, you know, however many different colorways of this, but I hope he does the rest of the can demons.
I would imagine they will. I don't see why you would stop.
But yeah, his toys are always on point.
So if you look at these guys, they all have the same relative volume.
Yeah.
Right. And there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 characters, right? And then like
Yeah.
Right? Like this guy should be this big and these ears should be up to here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's probably, I mean, from a business standpoint, that's rough. Like, because these are, as far as painted vinyl toys go, these are inexpensive. These are $60.
Right.
Like, this one's going to have to go up to like $80. It's going to cost, 50% more to ship. So
You'd think you could balance it out with the lack of paint that one has compared to the others. You'd think the price would eventually balance out, or you just amortize it across the other ones. Like there's ways to get around that and do it right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Back to Star World. I think it's fantastic. He's got to be rounding out that series.
Well, there's 5
He's
figures.
got to be just about done.
4, 5. So all he has left is Guy Walker. And then these little 3, Tubal Cain, Goggins, and Festive Bunzanalia.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
But so I think, so from a sales perspective, there's diminishing returns. Making sets are very hard to do because a lot of people are in at the beginning, and then edition sizes have to keep dropping because not everyone, I think there were 50 Dark Invaders when those came out. We sold out relatively fast, and then it's just slowly dropping. What's the edition size on this?
But he's also coming out with the coolest one first.
I mean, it's the Darth Vader, so there's a lot.
Everyone
There's
wants
a lot,
Darth Vader, yeah.
Right.
and a lot of people who collect Darth Vader, right, and don't need 10 figures in a line. They just want one piece, or it's like, so. Like I said, there's diminishing returns, and then it's just getting like more and more esoteric to the point where the Star Wars reference is almost gone.
That's when it gets
Yeah.
good though.
Yeah, this might be my favorite
really
one so far.
Look at the figure; it's fantastic.
So
figure. The paint app is awesome, and Neil crushed the artwork on it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's an awesome addition to that series.
I think we have a few Space Yetis still.
Oh yeah,
which is
weird.
next level fantastic.
When you were talking about the cohesiveness, we just the last interview we posted is the interview with Skip Bro, and it is I think it's required viewing. It's so good, and he talks a lot about how he was inspired to become a graphic designer by the cohesiveness of the G.I. Joe line, and how as a kid something about seeing that and growing up when looking at that as art, and when we grew up with everything was supposed to fit together packaging wise, all the Transformers kind of fit together, all the G.I. Joes, they fit together. That influenced how he approaches graphic design. It's a fascinating conversation and really worth watching if you guys haven't watched it yet. So go watch the Skip Bro interview.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bounty Hunters edition of 20, it's $55. And then we have
It's Superman.
Hey!
There it is.
He's
Look at that
back.
beauty.
We have X-Ray Man
Slime
with
Pit.
Ram Head by Mr. Barbarian Rage.
Damn, that looks good in the green.
That name, I have to credit Dove with the name.
What did you originally want to call it? Oh, Ram Man.
Yeah, it was this X-Ray Ram Man. And
I'm
it was
like, yeah,
well,
we can't release
use
something
the
called
name.
Ram Man. And
And
he's like,
Dub, that was the first thing he said, X-ray man with ram head. And we both laughed a little bit and it's like, all right, that's it. Let's not overthink it. You know what it is.
it does come with a header card and a bag.
Now that's packaging right there.
Look at that.
Dude,
The header card is in the bag and not the figure, right? Like it's just a
Yeah.
header card in a bag.
It's just for the people to save it if they want to save it.
That's
Dude,
awesome.
okay. You want
Nope, don't even explain it. Don't even explain it. That's
This was the first header card.
This is the original.
Oh, that's
header
even
card.
better. You should
then
have
I
put
got
that one in.
I got the text. He's like, "What do you think?" Janky says it's derpy.
I didn't say derpy. I said the figure deserves a better presentation, but it is pretty goddamn great.
No,
I said
that's the best.
Don't throw that out. I want that.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
sorry,
give it
everybody.
to you.
I've
I'll
stolen
give it
your
to you.
ability to have that amazing header card.
I mean,
Now you
it
got
didn't
one
improve that much, just so we're clear.
Wow. He's magnetic articulated. Just a double pour with the skeleton inside.
This is one of my favorite pieces of all time, and the fact that people have had 2 opportunities this year to buy it. If you haven't bought it and you're into this, don't wait. This thing is going to sell out
You
immediately.
double pour people are insane, dude. I don't even know. Like,
I know.
it's crazy.
We are.
Like, how many bad castings do you get that you have to throw away?
I don't mean to brag, but
Nice. That's good.
it's real
Good to
low.
hear.
It's real low. I'll tell you something. The double pour stuff gets harder the smaller it is. So Ram Man is just a giant bucket of a mold, and you just fill it all the way to the top. And so I mean, yes, of course, there's a couple miscasts, but not as many as you'd think. Not as many as I thought originally.
Okay.
Do you ever plan on releasing the miscasts? I mean, I know
I
other
do
artists have
that.
done that. Have
No,
like taken a
yeah.
hammer to them and chunks are missing, and then they paint.
He's
them
not
and-
Suck Lord.
No,
You-
I don't do. I don't release the miscast.
Didn't you use some miscast parts for the scrap show?
I did that once,
One time.
and
And he'll never do it again.
there was, there was some bubbles on the surface. I patched them, and then I painted over that.
So you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, you're looking at it right now. Don't you love when we do that?
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
And then half the
here's
time it's
more
not
work
there.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you
Maybe
should
I'll
do,
maybe
is
I'll
just
show,
not
maybe I
it.
won't. We'll see.
Yeah, not picture.
So that one is a signed and numbered edition of 15, and they're 125.
That's a
The-
bargain.
The selling point for me was that's the one that appears in the Resin Masters print.
Print, nice.
Oh,
And
cool.
on the it's the toy that I have on there, and I have it's this one right here.
Look at
Nice.
that.
Yeah.
Resin Master prints are available on the site.
Yeah.
Signed by how many artists? Don't even remember. 27 artists.
It's a really cool poster.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's a print, George. It's a print.
Whatever.
All right. The next one is called
Fine art.
Lang Vader by Kamote Toys.
Oh, Kamote's back.
Oh, cool.
This is a 4-inch carded. This is a black clay figure. So that is
Wow.
cast in clay and
Wow,
fire.
that's amazing.
Edition of 20. They're $75.
Look at
and-
that card art with
That's
the
wait, that's
Vader
a
choking the
ceramic.
guy.
That's a ceramic figure.
This is ceramic, yeah.
Wow,
Just
God,
That's
fantastic.
really cool.
really
It
cool.
he's
says
had
Zapotec Wars. In the valley of Oaxaca, there were chieftains who sought to expand their domains in search of fertile land. One of them was particularly cruel and possessed unknown abilities. He was called the Dark Lord by Zapotec locals. Lust for power, one day he decided to leave and create an empire, tell the elders in the stars.
wow.
But this choking the dude in the
Yeah.
Aztec art and
Yeah.
the stormtroopers on the back are just
Wow.
home
He's
run.
got 3 pieces with DKE, and all 3 of them have been amazing.
This was, I believe, his I want to say his original art form. If you go down through his feed, a lot of his original work before resin was ceramic. Like he was making ceramic figures. But this is just the perfect.
Really cool sculpture too. Really
It
nice.
is, yeah.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
really dope. What we got next? Ben Gore from Blue Monday Press. We have Mad Marks. Edition of 25 pieces, $85, and that's just hilarious.
Nice.
And, a Karl Marx figure in their collection. If you just like political humor, or you're a communist, or just I don't know, but amazing.
If you are now or have ever been.
What can I say?
If you're a communist, go ahead and buy this.
Hey, you know, they say like 10% of the U.S. population is communist. So.
All you need is 25 people. You need 25 commies in here. Get them.
It's just it's hilarious. There you go.
Funny.
Indeed. What else we got? Invader V by Pumpkin Pop Toys.
Who? Pumpkin Pop?
Pumpkin Pop Toys.
Wow.
She's from Argentina. It's an edition of 20. They're $70. It says special features: all new sculpt from the neck down with translucent half showcasing internal robotic skeleton.
Can I say one thing? How come
Yeah.
the art has left side and the sculpt has right side?
What?
Oh, did it mirror?
Dude, this is your complaint. So this
Bothers
is
me.
this is a double cast here. Cardback depicts launching base of Invader V designed for the figure to be posed in front of it. Figure will come enclosed in removable clamshell, allowing it to be removed and displayed in front of cardback scenario. I don't know if you can see
Don't
that.
tell me how to
Beautiful.
display my figure. I'll display it however I want.
So when I was saying that I did that with the Ram Man, that was sort of how it looked. It was a double cast and half of it was painted, sort of like that. I saw her making those. I didn't know that she was gonna put the paint job on it, which
That's a great
in my
touch.
opinion, that's more nerve-wracking than doing the double pour resin.
Yeah, right. Because then you got to get the paint right too. Like
Yeah.
this is
And then
another
you-
step of something that could go wrong.
And then
It's
you
a lot of
it's
work.
yeah,
you
the
fucked up,
last
and then,
stroke.
and then you fucked up not only one cast but two.
Is that
Yeah.
her art, or is that her partner's art?
It has. I do have this information in an email. I know that she's done the art herself on a lot of them.
Yeah,
It
she
could
did on
be
the
her
last
partner.
one.
Cool.
Yeah, she did the George. Do you remember it was the big with the Vader?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's her. Like her work's incredible. She's really good.
Nice.
All right, so
But the art has the thing and the sculpt has the thing.
dude, George.
The board changed it at the last second in manufacturing. They couldn't change the art. It was too late.
Amazing. And it's funny what you said about, you know, you only need 25 people, because I remember
25
It was-
communists.
right.
Yeah.
Hey, I got one for myself. I don't consider myself a
All right,
communist.
24
but,
communists.
Yeah.
you know, I said that once, like early on one of those shows, and someone got like really pissed because it was like an edition of 5 and people were like, and I said, I don't, you know, to be successful, you know, the definition of success is I need 5 people to pony up and buy this thing. And then there were some people in the comments and they're like, oh my God, such a low standard, like what? And it's like, but that's true. It's like, if you make 10 pieces and you sell 10 pieces, you're a genius, right? You make 100 pieces, you sell 10, it's like complete failure. So
Yeah.
You're Scott Cherry.
oh, no. All right, moving on. So what we got here is we got Chewy by Dead Greedy, Poly Toy, and UME Toy, and both of which I think are in the UK. I believe this is a This
That's
is a mashup of Chewbacca and Bluey.
And Bluey.
Wow.
I think to open it up, comes in a fun little box.
Bluey, that's
You don't have kids, Scott, so you don't know, but Bluey is like the cartoon for the past
Bluey,
years.
Bluey is amazing. You should actually watch Bluey even as an adult who has no kids.
Bluey's great.
I've legitimately cried at episodes of Bluey. Like,
Yeah,
it's
there's some episodes like Bluey is legit, dude.
yeah.
But look at his bandolier.
it looks
This
really
is
great.
The sculpt is
fantastic.
great. Yeah.
It just
How much is that
nailed
one?
it. Bluey is doing a bad job here. Edition of 20, $75.
Man, we got a pretty big Bluey collection in this house. We just had a Bluey birthday the other day, so
Nice.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's awesome.
Excellent,
Good job, Grady.
excellent.
And
The,
team.
ar- the
Who else is
art,
on that? You and me?
and Polly Toy, Paul
Wow.
Draper.
Packaging is cool. I like
See,
that.
like they actually get the show though. They've got the
yeah,
crayon drawings. That's really great.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Just really great. Steve Casino made a little run for us
Oh, really?
called
Oh,
Endems.
that's
Oh,
awesome.
cool.
These are edition of 15. They're $100 each. What can I say? Steve Casino is a genius.
Great.
Always
It's
so proud to
amazing.
be working with him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you don't follow that dude on Instagram because
Oh, 'cause
classic
What are you
stuff.
even doing?
I mean,
Yeah.
like when he takes like a peanut and then he turns it into this, like he carves out half, like that's
Yeah.
I can't even.
Great
Those,
stuff.
those
And then
videos.
he'll take the
nuts.
Nintendo cartridges and break them up, and all the Nintendo fans
beautiful.
go bananas, and he just taunts them mercilessly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Steve
right.
rules. That's a great piece.
So we have this other one called Bootleg Vinyl Lord Fader by Abracadapoof.
What?
Love Abracadapoof.
These names on your guys' shows are always incredible.
All right, so
He's from the Philippines, I believe, right? No, Indonesia.
Indonesia, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right, and then it's just it
What?
has-
No way.
What?
It's not a real record. It's a dummy. It's a piece of acrylic, and he's carved in the grooves,
Oh my god!
Wow.
which is.
I want to hear
insane.
it.
I was gonna say you could still probably play it.
I mean, the
In
back.
some way you could still probably play it.
So Abracadapoof, like his packaging is
Next
just
level.
always amazing. He's got this little belly band here, and then not to be outdone, just as a, I don't know,
No
fuck
way,
you
an
to
insert?
every other artist. in
Oh,
the
does he do?
scene.
Did he do another pop up?
Oh, he did.
Oh my god!
Oh no! Here,
Oh,
sorry.
this is that guy? Okay.
Yeah. I'm a
That
huge
guy.
fan of his work.
Okay, so you pull off this. Ready? Okay.
It's a gatefold. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god!
The hell, dude.
Wow.
What do you do about that?
What do you even do with this? Like, this is amazing.
That's a insta buy for me. Holy crap! Poof!
Unbelievable.
So good.
I wish he would have got real records, like just gone to some old store and bought a bunch of old records and
It's
just
like
put
the
them in.
Carpenters in there with.
Yeah, you just get
Yeah.
random crap on there if you put it on and play it. Like,
That's hilarious. Who did that? Artbot did that. James Garrett, when he made that R2D2. In the first run of them, he did actually source Star Wars 7-inch singles.
Wow.
And then
Nice.
by the time I was like, we need another run of these, and then he just went and got anything and then put his little label on it, so you could
Yeah.
play it, and it could be like, Engelbert Humperdinck or whatever.
Man,
that's
good
cool.
job, Poof.
Yeah, great piece. Edition of 22.
You think he wants to go by Poof?
I don't know. I was about to say. I was about to apologize for that. I was like, I'm not going to spotlight on that, and then you just brought it up. So
Go Poof.
come on, Poof.
So hip hop toys.
In some countries, that term is derogatory.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So in some countries,
Taking it
You guys
back.
just yelled it at each other.
oh my goodness.
Good luck
This
editing this episode.
this is Charlie 2NA Kush edition by Hip Hop Toys. It's an edition of 8. And this is actually licensed.
Wow.
Wow.
So
What are you doing selling this?
it's amazing, right? So Hip Hop Toys is a partnership between Remix, Plethora, and I forgot his partner's name. Met him at DKECON. They'll have a booth at DKECON, and they're getting rights for all these rappers.
Wow.
But they're still like resin bootleg ones?
Yes, this is a 3D printed 3.75-inch scale carded resin figure. So yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, really legit is a great way of putting it.
Jurassic 5 rules, dude. They're great.
And
Munster.
then what I realized is Charlie 2NA, that's a reference to Charlie Tuna. I had to, Ian and I looked that up. It was like 2NA tuna, Charlie.
Tuna. Yeah, 2NA, tuna.
Just when you thought the show couldn't get any whiter.
Let's see. We got this one. It's called The Hero of Canton by DLL Customs. This is edition of 10. They're $40. This is cold cast aluminum.
Wow.
Wow.
And he made.
Oh, DLL. It's been a second since I've talked to him.
I love his.
And I believe
Amazing stuff.
this is a Firefly Serenity reference.
Okay.
I never watched the show, so I missed the reference, but
I did too, but I haven't committed it to memory like
Yeah.
Star Trek
Like-
Next Generation.
Well, there was a lot of references you weren't getting in that last episode that I was surprised of, that you had to ask what it was. Go back and watch.
That's me just Well,
He
first
referenced
of all,
your own show and you didn't get it.
I mean, I generally ask, I'm trying to do my job, and if I don't know something, I'm either looking it up or asking. We ask all the artists to please, provide a 2-sentence description of what's going on. I like to have a little backstory. Most don't bother, and that's sometimes that's laziness, but sometimes that's just letting your art speak for itself. Like, some people like to explain art, and some people want context, and other people don't. I'm not sure if it's that thought out, but in that episode with Jack, when we're going through over 100 one-of-a-kind pieces, and it's super secret fun club, like, dude, like I saw Goonies once, like 30 years ago, dude. Like,
What is wrong with you? Once? God damn. I think you know a person.
Yes.
Go back and rewatch it. It holds up. And then you'll get the penis joke, which was very funny.
I am catching up again.
So
like,
many times I don't ever need to watch it ever again.
It just plays on.
It is ingrained.
And then go watch the Bob's Burger Goonies episode and you'll laugh your ass off.
It's really good.
I was more about quantity. Like, I wanted to see everything. It was very rare that I would want to see something over and over again. I watched Star Wars and Blade Runner and Alien like over and over again. But by the time I was in my teens, like, there was so many movies to see. Like, what I have to tell my kids is like, there's more books, more comics, more games, more movies, more media of all kinds than you could ever consume in your lifetime. And you're not going to see everything, and you just have to, like, it's like you've got a limited amount of time to like find all this stuff. But I saw like every like dumb action movie, I saw every Jean-Claude Van Damme film and like every Chuck Norris film, and that for me,
but when you're a kid, you glom onto something and you watch it 1,000 times. And for me, it was Goonies and Labyrinth.
There's also something though, when we were kids,
kids do that, right?
VHS was not super accessible, so you only had a handful of tapes or what you taped.
Yeah, the one movie.
Yeah. We didn't have cable growing up until I got old enough to pay for it myself, and we got a VCR. I don't know what year we got a VCR. As soon as they got to like under $100, I think we got a VCR. But then it was like, I remember just maxing out at the warehouse, rental place, like, that was over on Fairfax. I was like, I need to go someplace new. Can you take me someplace new? Like, this place has nothing I want to see. Like, we're going to like the bottom of the barrel, like Canon Films, And I was like,
Yeah.
come on. Like,
How dare you?
I was
Yeah.
about to say that. How
Yeah.
dare you. Ninja 3 is a masterpiece.
yes.
All right, what's next?
All right.
Yeah, you can tell Scott and I are about to spiral down a Canon film.
I was
again.
gonna say it's
This one's called Fiorella by Plastic Purpose. It's a 3-inch carded resin figure, edition of 15. It is not
doesn't
here
look
yet.
like a carded figure to me.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not here yet.
Cone of shame.
So this piece is a bootleg of an old celluloid toy, and what she said was a relic of unknown origin. It's
Very pretty.
Yeah.
It's creepy, as fuck. So if you like creepy stuff, like it is, I wish you could see like the photo better and not. Like,
It looks cool.
it's,
Yeah.
it's really gonna be good, and it looks like the art. I can't. It looks like rubber stamped.
I was gonna say that
Yeah,
looks
there's a-
like a lino cut or a rubber stamper. Yeah.
And if it's not rubber stamped, it's like rubber stamped and then put in a computer and printed. It looks fantastic.
Very cool.
How
It's
much
got a
was this
cool
one? Sorry, I
history
missed
on it too.
This one is $50.
That's nice. That's a nice looking piece.
Yeah.
And then
Mhm.
she sent a little poem, which I'm going to ruin now. It says,
Oh.
Fiorella, dressed in yellow, went upstairs to kiss her fella. Make no mistake, it was a snake. How many souls will they take?
It's
Dun,
blue.
dun, dun. There? Did I do it?
Yeah, I dig it.
Um,
It's a cool piece.
All right. So last time from Ghana, we had Cantina Wars.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
And it was Snaggletooth versus Greedo. And the same artist from Ghana, represented by Deadly Prey Gallery in Chicago, Stoger, created 19 more pieces of.
Wow.
I would say
Time to go shopping.
These are just
they're incredible.
Amazing.
Is this the same guy that did the last batch?
Yes, we haven't repeated an
That's
artist yet. Every time we've worked with a different artist in Ghana, but it just seemed to make sense to have the same artist do the cantina, because everyone's gonna want to. And
Look, I'm a huge fan and I love all of these, but the last batch that came out, the artwork, the guy is
So good.
he's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That
Alright,
one
so-
that you just took, it is awesome.
I'm gonna
Whoa.
just point out
man.
to pay attention that these guys are sign painters, were sign painters by trade before they did movie posters, is to pay attention to the font on each one and how they change. Now you're gonna look at the font and know what's going on, but it's like, look at the border and the font on that one.
wow.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad I never bought any of these because I'd be so broke buying one of every one of them
I
because they're so
can't
amazing.
not.
Oh,
Like I
Yeah.
can't. I have to get one of all of them now.
They're so amazing. Oh my goodness.
What?
That is the winner. You should have shown that last. That is
Holy shit.
amazing.
Is that a David Lynch reference? Like,
It
what's
looks.
going
I
on?
mean, it's very. Yeah. Kind of looks like the Black Lodge.
Wow.
Wow.
Happening. The legs on Hammerhead on that one.
Right. Sexy, huh?
I see why
I didn't
they're
know
making
she was
out.
so good looking.
Oh man, look at that.
Look at
Yes.
that foot to the face.
Oh.
These are fantastic.
What the hell? You paying attention to the
Oh,
font?
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, make me.
Yeah.
Are they
What?
wow. I like that there's some of them are team ups and some of them are showdowns.
Yeah.
Wow.
Zoidberg.
Oh man.
These are just
Is that a snaggletooth?
Yep, I was just
Yep.
gonna say that.
Wow.
splendid.
Hey, Ian, can you grab me the two that are over there?
He loves his building battles, which
I was gonna
this-
say, but the perspective on it is
it's always different on all
so
three of the ones he's done on
weird.
buildings that we've
Yeah.
seen.
Oh,
That one's
wow.
Wow.
that's
bats.
that's my favorite one so far.
That's great. That one
is fucking phenomenal,
Yeah.
man.
like a Dracula type thing going on. Like,
Cool.
these are cool. Oh, they made it through. To live another day.
I love that one, man. I love that one.
What's going on here?
He's lowering them down to help out.
Yeah.
Just climb into the volcano.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes. Look at the faces. Oh, peace and love and harmony. There's no wars going on.
But then look at the font that paired with that one. It's like
That's incredible.
oh wow, those are so good.
This is the one I'm keeping
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
see
really
why.
good.
because I have the same sort of fire scene from the previous one, and then this one, Walrus Man is chasing Hammerhead with a sword on a bridge.
It's so good.
And look at the detail though in the background, like in the cliffs and in the fire. I mean, this is legitimate skilled work.
Yeah.
I love these pieces so much.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
So there's 19, but technically 15
Fun.
available because I kept 2 and Deadly Prey gets 2. So there's 15 available. They're $150 each. But, you know, it's an original painting for
For
$150.
an original piece of artwork.
That you mucked up by
Really
putting a couple resin figures on.
That's the beauty.
Where's
of
your
it.
clamshell when
But
you
it's-
need it?
You can't fit those weird crooked pieces of plaster they're painting on in a clamshell.
All right, and last but certainly not least is
Whoa.
the art show
Oh,
entitled
yeah.
"The Second Quarter of the Third Batch Art Show." Dustin Bending.
Wow.
Because it's always like, I'm gonna do all the Jedi. Oh, okay, can I split it in 2? Oh, can I? How about if I only do 10 of? Okay, and then we just keep changing the name, like second quarter of the third batch art show. These are all hand carved and painted wood blocks. They're original sculptures.
Are they all one of one?
They are all one of
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
and they're
Wow.
$75.
Yeah.
That's real great.
He really knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
Check out
I
this
mean-
guy.
Oh, man, that is
look
killer.
at that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
And then, sorry, Janky, but there's
We knew it was coming.
and
Nice.
Dude, those are some massive ones right out
They're
the
just-
gate right
Yeah.
there.
amazing. 75 bucks. Just it's out of control. Those are the 4 that we have here now. There's gonna be probably 8 to 10 of them this time, and hopefully he'll do the balance for. We'll just keep going until he's done, and he's threatened to do
Until he's dead. Yeah.
he definitely wants to finish Jedi and do like the last
That's
the
not what he
last
told
15. He's like he's done forever. And then originally he said he wanted to do all the droids and Ewoks too from the cartoon. Maybe we
Nice.
should stop before that. I don't know.
You just let the
Those
man-
are amazing, man.
Yeah,
The
he
Morning
just-
Garden Regis. Did you see the? I think I sent it to you, but it was they were auctioning off Regi's cup that he's drinking. It's the picture from the toy
On the Kenner card, yeah.
on the Kenner card. Regis is drinking out of a cup. It looks like a white cup with a blob of hot glue on it, painted gold.
Right.
Last time I saw it was up to like $3,000
Yeah, I'm
Jeez.
sure
For-
it sold
for
for
the
plenty more.
Regis cup.
That was at the prop store last week, I think.
Amazing.
We have one more piece here.
I'm this close to bootlegging it. Regis cup.
Oh, we
Double
did it!
pass.
Ah,
Wow.
Yeah.
They finally made it.
So we are not selling this.
What?
This is an exclusive for Spoke Art Gallery, and they will be at the Spoke Art booth at San Diego Comic-Con. It's an edition of 20. They're
Fight
$100.
so hard for that, and then let it slip.
Mhm.
And then,
You've been trying to get that figure since the beginning, and now you're not
And I-
selling
and I got it.
You got
I got it.
I only need one.
That's it. So look
it.
at
Amazing.
that.
Yeah.
So
Well, I guess
anyone
that'll
out
save
That's
there,
fantastic.
it says booth 4919 beginning Wednesday, July 19th in San Diego. And they said remainders available online at spoke-art.com beginning Thursday, July 27th, 2023, 10 a.m. Pacific. So
And then next year, the remainders of the remainders will be at the DKE sale in March when Dove buys them all back and resells them to you.
well,
Just go to the website and arrange it by newest.
yes, indeed. So I don't know. Every time I call Alex, I'm like, okay, let's do another one. He's like, he wants to do Boba Fett. He's like, let's do, like, Boba Fett's always the one that we can do at any time and we'll sell a ton of them. But the cost to paint Boba Fett
Yeah.
in with a
Yeah.
Kenner paint job
Yeah.
is gonna be rough. I don't know, because what did we do so far? We did Vader, Leia,
Chewie,
Chewie, and then
Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper. So there's 4 of them.
You need Greedo. Come on, that should be the next one.
I would love to do Greedo because obviously I want to do Greedo, but I don't know, the Spock I think definitely my favorite.
Yeah. You should do the C-3PO because we don't know what he's eating, and that will be the reveal. You won't know until you get the toy what C-3PO is.
What if he had like a
You have to
chocolate
black
cake
it out. Yeah.
and he just
Yeah.
had like everything below his eyes was just like "Bah."
An entire Fudgy the Whale.
Oh, he comes with nothing.
The...
It's just a C-3PO.
All right, so that is it. All of these exclusives go on sale online, DKEtoys.com, Friday, July 14th at noon Pacific. We will have some stuff at the booth in San Diego. I highly recommend that if you want something, you buy it online. What else? As you
But
mentioned-
Creature Bazaar is also going to be there, and go see their stuff because it's freaking amazing, and they're
Oh,
going to
they're
have
gonna-
amazing shit. I'm sure.
Look,
Yeah.
those guys, they always have the best stuff. It was the coolest.
I mean,
Yeah.
Creature Bazaar
Next
is
to
like
next to Dove, of course.
what we do for resin artists, like Creature Bazaar does for, soft vinyl and Safubi and, all that creature shit is just unbelievable.
It's
So,
amazing the
Yeah.
job that they do.
That was the
Definitely.
perfect partnership to take over the booth while
Yeah.
it's absent. So
what else? You can order as many times as you want. If you order any of the
Is there a
one-off-
legal limit to how much money I can spend on DKE?
you can buy everything, dude. It's all for sale.
right.
We do combine orders and refund shipping. So if you order 10 times and you pay the $10 every time, 90% of that, 80% of that will come back to you. We do
Except for
actually
George.
pack it. Right. The interview posted, if you check it out, is with Skip Broke Toys. I would encourage you to check that out. If on any of your orders, you put DKE Toys TV in the notes section of your order, we will give you a free Invisible Sucklord figure. Not in this fancy case; those are sold separately. It's $20 value, and you just put it in the notes section. Just say DKE Toys TV, and if you forget, you can just email us and say, "Hey, man, can I get my free Invisible Sucklord?" You heard it here. Not a problem. Limit 1 per customer. What else? We have a contest. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers on YouTube. So as soon as we get to 500, we are going to choose one lucky winner to get this gold set limited to 20. Dun, 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 $500 value. For free.
See, and it's not like the other Ron Englishes that we were looking at earlier. These, they all display nicely.
They do.
they're all designed, and
It's
we
designed.
Boom.
are currently 51 subscribers away from 500.
Wow.
So if you've made it this far into the video and have not subscribed yet,
What are you doing?
You're just,
4.
I don't know how you guys don't have more subscribers yet. This is a shame and a travesty. And it needs
mainly
to be
because
remedied.
Yeah.
we don't pay for them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're not paying for them. We're just giving them $500.
Yes, indeed. And the
Did I
next
sculpt any of those?
did you sculpt any of them?
No.
Yes, you did this one.
Oh yeah,
Ah, nice.
that's the only
Okay.
one.
I think Whitney did the rest. Of
Whitney's
them.
all the rest is Whitney, right?
And
Yeah.
Bondi did that one.
Whitney did the 3 Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then Bondi
Bondi
did that
did.
one. Yeah.
Old Chuck.
Nice.
Awesome. It looks
Ian's
like a
trying to get me out
Vincent
of the
Price.
picture. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
No, no.
No.
Hey, you
So-
abandoned us, George.
George just showed up here to the office one day and says, "Oh, by the way, we're moving to New Jersey." I'm like, "Oh, great. When?" He's like, "Tomorrow."
Yeah.
Okay, see ya.
At least you got that. I got a text from George saying, "Hey, I moved to New Jersey."
Not bad.
We did do that. Pandemic came and we snuck away.
That's smart.
We will have a questions and comments section on the next show, so make sure to email us to Janky at DKEToysTV at gmail.com. As we said, follow us on Instagram and subscribe to us on YouTube. If you're happy with our service, leave us a review on Google. We would appreciate it. If you don't have anything nice to say, then please do not. And next week's show is July 14th, and that show's going to be live. So all the information is at DKECON.com. The Zoom link is there. We're going to start at 11:30 sharp on Friday, July 14th, 11:30 Pacific. And we're going to try to have as many artists in the chat as possible. And that show will be live for probably about an hour and a half. And we'll be shooting the shit as the stuff goes live, answering any questions that people have. And then that show would be, we don't really edit those shows, but sort of judge them.
Formatted,
And
yeah.
that'll be
Made pretty.
posted the
Fast
following
and
week.
loose.
But if you want to talk to us, you want to communicate, please definitely tune in. We would love to see you all, hear you all.
Who's
chat
the
with
guest host?
you. Ian.
Oh.
Finally get to see the full face.
That's
This will be the second time.
The admin reveal.
It'll just be just the talking beard the whole time.
Yeah, that's what it's.
We'd have to do we need to do some sort of like motion capture. Like we just put a rig on him, and every time he talks, it just like captures it, and it's a separate video, so you can just easily like cut it in at any time.
Who am I, Andy Serkis?
Yeah, fantastic. All right, thank you guys. If you can let us know where people can find you all.
I'm on Janky Toys on Instagram, and that's it.
Scott.
Oh, me? .com. Sign up for my newsletter and never miss another toy drop. Those Ram Mans, those sold out on my newsletter. Yeah, never miss a toy drop, and I'll give you a free digital copy of my comic book. Go sign up for my newsletter. Thank you.
Nice. George, where can they find you?
First, I'm a follower of Scott's email, of his email list. I get those, and they are way better than he makes them out to be in that little pitch right there. They are actually
Thank
informative
you.
and fun to read, and
Thank
it shows
you.
when he's at shows and things like that. So that's actually a good newsletter, even though he doesn't pitch it well. But you can find me at Double G Toys on Instagram, and that's pretty much it.
Nice. All right, guys. Thank you so much. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dave Fresh cheese bags.
I don't think you need to say it every time. He can
I think you
type
do.
in
Yes, you
for the
do.
last
You need to say
time.
it
No, you
every
100%
single
need to say it every time.
Bye.